We knew that if we needed a goal, if we needed to stop, we'd put the big man in and he'd take care of business.
On the field with Treacy, and your heart starts thumping. He was an intimidating ball player.
Donnie Treacy stood 6'5" and weighed 235 pounds, a presence on the lacrosse field that earned him an appropriate nickname.
All I can hear in the back of my mind is Brian Doyle, one of my classmates freshman year, sounding the horn, give him the D-train horn and start the train up, and Donnie would, get the ball to the top of the box, and he would literally just barrel over these poor kids.
I said, when you go on the field, I want you to run as fast as you can and just run over the guy in front of you. And he said, well, coach, what if I drop the ball? I said, I don't care, because the next time the guy's going to get out of your way. And that's exactly what happened. He would just run guys over, and guys would step out of the way, or he'd score. And then he got good at it where he could make body contact with the guy and never drop the ball. So he was such a force coming down the field. And we set up actual substitutions where he was the last guy to come onto the field. So not only did he have a run at the guy, he had a 35-yard run at the guy. So he was running 35 yards full speed at 6'5", 235 pounds at a guy who was 5'9", 155 pounds. So we won that matchup every time.
I would dodge, and I would dodge hard. And I think by the end of the season, most people knew I was going to go to my left. But if you go hard and fast, it still works.
There was a few guys that would start making the diesel truck sound and the horn sound as Donnie's coming in on this dodge. And then, he blows the kid up and shoots and scores, and everybody yelled and screamed. It was a lot of fun.
But there was oh so much more than power behind the number 15 jersey. The former Roanoke basketball player had great feet, finesse, and a knack for distributing the ball.
Most, if not all of the time, he drew the long stick midi, and the best defensive midfielder on the field. And also, you could tell that our opponent's game plan was an early slide on Donnie, and usually, a lot of times it was a double slide because one slide wasn't enough to stop him. And so that would get the defense moving, and that would free up the whole offense.
Treacy earned USI LA First Team All-American honors in 1992, while leading the Maroons to the NCAA Division III National Championship.
Donnie Treacy was the first midfielder in Roanoke lacrosse history to be named First Team All-American. We've had a lot of great midfielders before him, and he was the first, and Colin McGarren was also the first. They both made it in 1992.
Learning from other guys at how hard they played really, I think, is where I figured it out in '92. And I used all the skills sort of I had, and it wasn't stick skills, it wasn't really necessarily stick protection, but it was size and speed.
He was a major presence on a team that, went almost all the way in winning the national championship. We came up one game short, and his leadership was a big part of our success. And I know we had a couple of captains, but Donnie was looked at as one of the leaders and captains on that team as well.
D-Train was also a first-team all-conference selection and an integral part of Roanoke's 2 conference titles during his tenure.
What I remember playing with Donnie was he not only was a great ball player, but he was a great teammate. For me, being a freshman, finding that confidence on the field and building that confidence, he used to tell me, Blad, nobody can stop you, just run by him with your speed, you can get right by him. And he was a great teammate like that, and helped talk you up and coach you up and coach you through your mistakes. And he was a true leader too.
The guys that came before me and helped me to learn the game and become the player that I was, I can't thank them enough. And then learning from Coach Pilot and J.B. Clark made it all possible. And the fact that we as a team in '92 we're a tight-knit family. We had a great time. We loved each other.
Being a first-team All-American on a team that played in the national championship game, he was a huge part of our team, not just that year, but for the 3 years that he played. And he was a great role model for the younger guys and a great leader, so I'm really proud. And I'm proud to say, Donnie, congratulations, you earned it.
The 25th anniversary of the 1992 team going to the national championship, and you know, I think it's fitting that Donnie is going into the Hall of Fame on this 25th anniversary. He certainly deserves it. There's no doubt about that. And I congratulate him, I'm proud of him, and I love him.
Donnie Treacy, welcome to the Roanoke College Athletic Hall of Fame.